Alright, in this video we're going to create a new sheet. So under the Sheets, highlight Sheets, and then right click and choose New Sheet. In this new sheet we're going to use the same sheet size we were using for the rest of the sheets, which is the one that's highlighted on top. So we're going to hit OK. It's going to create a brand new sheet. Now I do have to go back and rename these sheets eventually with the sheet numbers that I have, but right now this is 1 of, 2 of, and this one obviously would be 3 of. So I'm going to rename this 3 of for the sheet number. And then for unnamed, we're going to put in caps, section. So this is going to be our section view. Now notice nothing's attached to the sheet yet, but we will attach it by going to our section view. Oh, we don't have a section view. We need to create one. Alright, so let's go to the first floor plan. We're going to create a section view. So you create a section view under architecture. You'll see that there's a, annotation. You'll see that there's a section tag right here. Well, I thought it was there. Well, I was wrong. It's not under annotate, it's under view. So under view, because we're creating a new view, we want to create a section. So click on the section symbol and then pick where we want the section to go. Now I want the section to go through this door here, clear to the other side of the building. And if we wanted to match the section that we had in the original handout, then this would be a left section. That would make sense. If we wanted it to go in the opposite direction, we would just use these arrow tools to flip it and have it go in the opposite direction. I like the idea of this being the same section as in the original handout that was given to you. So I'm going to make slight adjustments so I end up having that section go through both the window and the door. So see how I'm making sure the cutting plane line goes through the window and the door here. And then we can look at that section and see what it looks like by double clicking on it. So there's our left view section, which is identical to the one from the handout. Now that section view is going to be dragged and dropped onto the section page sheet. So I want to go to section, but it would be a good idea for us to actually name this. So I'm going to name this section view by renaming it let's see, building section. Now I can go back to that section view, drag and drop that building section view onto the sheet, and it's going to come in at first at a 1/4 inch equals a foot scale. I'd like to bring that in a little bit bigger, so I'm going to activate the view. I'm going to change the viewport scale here by changing it from 1/4 to, let's try 1/2 inch, and then deactivate the view and then move that view to the center of the sheet. Okay, that looks pretty good. Now the viewport's showing, so I want to activate the view again, make sure the crop region is turned up. In fact, I'm going to bring that crop region in a little bit in both directions and then turn off the crop region and then deactivate the view. Now in this case I don't think it's really necessary for us to have a view label, but we'll go ahead and put it up here. It says building section and it says what scale it's at. It basically repeats that information down here. If we had multiple viewports, however, it would be important to make sure that that viewport does stay, label does stay. So now we have a section view, and I'd like to add dimensions that give us the vertical dimensions. So I'm going to activate that view again, and I'm going to go to annotate and put in align dimensions that go from base to each level, so that instead of someone having to actually calculate the dimensions, they can look at the vertical dimensions right off the section. And then we'll deactivate the view, and now we have a complete set of working drawings, first floor plans, elevations, and section. The only thing we got missing now is our first floor plans. We want it at our door and window schedule. So I'm going to do a couple of things. First of all, notice that these section lines are showing up kind of ugly on each one of these pages. So I'm going to activate each view, select that section line, and make adjustments so that I end up being able to show the section so that it doesn't overlap any of the important dimensions or anything like that. We can also even flip this so that we show the section on the other side, because there's more room to show it over here. That makes more sense. So we deactivate the view and do that for this one. So we activate the view, and I'm just going to make adjustments to where that belongs. That looks a little better. And this one seems fine. All right, I know I said I meant to get to the door and window schedule, but I did the section first. So in the next one, I guess we'll go into the door and window schedule. So this is how to build the section and get those section lines in there. So door and window schedule will be the last video, and then we will move on to thinking about what we would add for foundation for this project. So take a look at the last video for this annotation series.